I'm almost 2/3 of the way done reading 1984 by George Orwell. If you've never read it or you don't know what it is, it's essentially this dystopian society where the government controls everything. You aren't allowed to have freedom of thought. You're watched constantly. The past, the present, it's all controlled. A fact is only a fact because the government deems it to be so. As I'm reading it, there's so many parallels that you can see with our world. And this isn't a new thing. You'll see people saying that we're entering an Orwellian state, and they've been saying it for years. You can compare the three superpowers, Russia, China, US, to Oceania, East Asia, Eurasia. Three massive military powers. You could draw connections with how surveillance is nowadays and how everything is being watched and tracked and monitored. One thing that actually concerns me about this book is the effect of the youth. The kids in the book, they are trained to be informants on their parents. They are put in the spies, and if their parents think something they shouldn't think or say something they shouldn't say, they will report them to the thought police and get them killed. I see the potential of something like this happening in our real world, and I could be reading into this way too much. It could be recency bias, but I don't think we're too far away from a future where that becomes a problem. Given how AI is now, how far it's come, and how far it's destined to go, and then you take into account how our algorithms are formed to put us into cohorts of different belief systems, and like I said before, divide us, and aggressively so. The kids, when you're at such a young age, your brain is so moldable. So what you see, you learn, you take in, you replicate, you build into your habit, it becomes you. As kids, your brains are so moldable. So whatever you see, whether it's a cartoon that you can learn from, or what you're seeing on TV, conversations that your parents have, you're taking all this information in, and as a kid, that's becoming part of who you are. I don't think it's that far of a stretch to believe that the kids nowadays that are chronically online, not just with cartoons, but talking to ChatGPT by themselves for an hour in their room, or just scrolling on reels, entering more and more rabbit holes to give them more and more extreme opinions. There's a chance for them to become very extreme in their beliefs, and to the point that if they're put on a path to believe a certain thing, and then the idea is inflicted that anything against that isn't right or should be reported or whatever it may be, they'd be more influenced to listen to that because so much of what they've learned and absorbed in their life has come from the screen. So they're going to buy it more and more and more. They're going to have no basis of comparison when it comes to the real world and what they see online. You see it so much now. There's 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds with phones that their parents have given them with unrestricted access. They've got data, they got a phone plan, they can call whoever they want, they can look up whatever they want. When you give a kid that much freedom, you're almost taking the hands off the wheel. You don't want to direct the full course of your kid's life. You want to be able to present them with balanced opinions and a pragmatic look on life, if nothing else. And not everyone's going to raise their kids that way, and that's fine. Everyone has their different approaches. That being said, though, as a parent, if you're too reliant on the screen for your kids, I'm too tired to pick them up and spin them around. Let's just put that tablet in front of him. Or instead of having some family time, if you could, oh no, let's just watch some TV or go upstairs on your computer, play some video games. I love that shit. I played video games, but I also had a real life. If we move to a point where the majority of their lives or their experiences or what they're learning is on a screen, it's going to make them even more moldable, and the potential for disaster, I believe, will be a lot greater.